video we are going to study lesson 8, Christmas with the Cratchits. This story is written by Charles Dickens and this is an extract from A Christmas Carol written by Charles Dickens. Main characters of this story are Bob Cratchit, Mrs. Cratchit, wife of Bob Cratchit, their children Martha, Miss Belinda, Master Peter, Tiny Tim, and two young Cratchits. In this story we will read how this Cratchit family celebrate their Christmas dinner. So the story begins like this. And how did little Tim behave? Mrs. Cratchit asked Bob. And Bob answered, as good as gold. That means Tim behaved very nicely. Somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest thing you have ever heard. He told me coming home that he hoped the people saw him in the church because he was crippled. Cripple means not able to walk properly. And it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Now, so they were returning from the church and he was thinking about Jesus Christ with whose blessings lame beggars could walk and blind men could see. His voice was tremulous when he told them this and trembled more when he said that Tiny Tim was growing strong and hearty. Well, Bob's voice was shaking when he told about these things, as he felt very sad about it. He was happy that his crippled son was growing strong and hearty. His active little crutch was heard upon the floor, and back came Tiny Tim before another word was spoken. So now Tiny Tim was also back from the church and the sound of his crutch. Crutch is a help and support for lame people to walk. His crutch was heard upon the floor. उसके चलने की आवाज़ crutch के help से आ रही थी. And he reached. So now all the family was together. Before another word was spoken, escorted by his brother and sister to his stool before the fire, and while Bob compounded some hot mixture in a jug with gin and lemons and stirred it round and round and put it on the hob to simmer. So what was Bob doing? He was making a mixture of gin and lemons and he had put it into the vessel for cooking. And Tim was helped by his younger brother and sister. Escorted means led by. Okay, they were leading him to the seat where he used to sit in front of the fireplace till his stool. Now Master Peter and the two ubiquitous young Cratchits. This means we are seen everywhere. So the young children, young Cratchits were very active, and Master Peter, all of them went to fetch the goose, with which they soon returned in high procession. Means they went to bring the goose means to bring the goose which they would cook for their Christmas dinner. Puzzle ensured that you might have thought a goose the rarest of all birds, a feathered phenomenon, and is truth. It was something very like it in that house. Means that they were all very excited, very happy to get the goose today and they were happy that it will be cooked today. Family was a poor family. They were not very rich. They were poor family and every day did not have the goose. Very rare occasions, special occasions they used to have the goose. So this was a rare bird for them. Mrs. Cratchit made the gravy beforehand. Time they brought the goose, Mrs. Cratchit, their mother, had already made the gravy for the goose. Master Peter mashed the potatoes. Incredible vigor. Miss Belinda sweetened up the applesauce. Martha dusted the hot plates. Bob took Tiny Tim beside him in a tiny corner at the table. The two young Cratchits set chairs for everybody, not forgetting themselves. and mounting guard upon their posts, crammed spoons into their mouths lest they should shout for goose before their turn came to be helped. That means everyone in the family was working together to get the meal prepared for their dinner to be ready. Everyone was doing some work or the other. Even the two young Cratchits were putting the chairs on their place. At last, the dishes were set on and grace was said. Grace means thank you prayer before having food. It was succeeded by a breathless pause at Mrs. Cratchit looking slowly all along the carving knife, prepared to plunge it in the breast. But when she did, and when the long expected gush of stuffing issued forth, one murmur of delight arose all around, and even Tiny Tim, excited by the two young Cratchits, beat on the table with the handle of his knife and feebly cried, "Hurrah!" So finally, when the goose was prepared and kept on the table, brought to the table, everyone was very excited to have it. Bob said he didn't believe there ever was such a goose cooked. Its tenderness and flavor, size and cheapness were the themes of universal admiration. Everyone in the family was happy and liked the tenderness and softness and flavor and size. And cheapness means they were poor family, so they got the goose cheap in quite less price, so they were all happy all together. And then it was served along with applesauce and mashed potatoes, and it was a sufficient dinner for the whole family. Everyone had had enough, and the youngest Cratchits in particular were steeped in sage and onion to the eyebrows. Now the plates being changed by Miss Belinda, Mrs. Cratchit left the room alone to take the pudding up and bring it in. So now their goose was over, they were going to have pudding. So Miss Belinda changed the plates and Mrs. Cratchit went to bring the pudding. Hello, a great deal of steam. The pudding was out of the copper, a smell like a washing day that was the cloth, a smell like an eating house, and a pastry cooks next door to each other with the laundresses next door to that. That was the pudding. In half a minute, Mrs. Cratchit entered, flushed with but smiling proudly with the pudding. Half a minute, Mrs. Cratchit brought the hot pudding along with her, and they could feel the smell which they got from the pastry cooks next door and the laundresses next door. Every day, with the smell they used to get from there, today it was in their house. That was the smell of pudding. And with a smile on her face, Mrs. Cratchit brought that pudding on the table. "Oh, a wonderful pudding," Bob Cratchit said, and calmly too that he regarded it as the greatest success achieved by Mrs. Cratchit since their marriage. Mrs. Cratchit said that now the weight was off her mind. Confessed she had her doubts about the quantity of flour. So Bob Cratchit praised the pudding. Pudding की बहुत तारीफ की Bob Cratchit ने, and said that after their marriage this was the best thing she had made till now. And Mrs. Cratchit said, "Yes, I was also confused about how much quantity of flour shall I take for making this pudding, but finally it came out nice." Continue this lesson in our next video.